Do you see the common denominator in this picture? Do Christians, Muslims, and Jews worship the same God? In spite of their differences, Jews, Christians, and Muslims worship the same God. It is often assumed that the God of Islam is a fierce warlike deity, in contrast to the God of Christianity and Judaism, who is one of love and mercy. And yet, despite the manifest differences in how they practice their religions, Jews, Christians, and Muslims all worship the same God. Why do we have three religions with the same common denominator? Because Moses told us that, "The Lord your God will raise up for you a prophet like me from among you, from your brothers, it is to him you shall listen." The Ark of the Covenant, also known as the Ark of the Testimony, and in a few verses across various translations of the Bible as the Ark of God, is a gold-covered wooden chest with lid cover described in the book of Exodus as containing the 2 stone tablets of the 10 Commandments. According to New Testament book of Hebrews, it also contained Aaron's rod and a pot of manna. The biblical account relates that, approximately 1 year after the Israelites' exodus from Egypt, the ark was created according to the pattern given to Moses by God when the Israelites were encamped at the foot of Mount Sinai. Thereafter, the gold-plated acacia chest was carried by its staves by the Levites approximately 2,000 cubits, approximately 800 meters or 2,600 feet, in advance of the people when on the march or before the Israelite army, the host of fighting men. When carried, the ark was always hidden under a large veil made of skins and purple cloth, always carefully concealed, even from the eyes of the priests and the Levites who carried it. God was said to have spoken with Moses from between the 2 cherubim on the ark's cover. When at rest, the tabernacle was set up and the holy ark placed in it, under the veil of the covering, the staves of it crossing the middle sidebars to hold it up off the ground. Aaron's rod refers to any of the walking sticks carried by Moses' brother, Aaron, in the Torah. The Bible tells how, along with Moses' rod, Aaron's rod was endowed with miraculous power during the plagues of Egypt that preceded the Exodus. There are 2 occasions where the Bible tells of the rod's power. Manna was the supernatural food God gave to the Israelites during their 40-year wandering in the desert. The word manna means "what is it?" in Hebrew. Manna is also known in the Bible as the bread of heaven, corn of heaven, angel's food, and spiritual meat. Manna. The Bible descriptions. Exodus 16:14, when the dew evaporated, a flaky substance as fine as frost blanketed the ground. Exodus 16:31, the Israelites called the food manna. It was white like coriander seed, and it tasted like honey wafers. Numbers 11:7, the manna looked like small coriander seeds, and it was pale yellow like gum resin. The word manna appears 3 times in the Quran, at 257, 7:160, and 20:80. It is narrated in the Muhammad said, "Truffles are part of the manna which God sent to the people of Israel through Moses, and its juice is a medicine for the eye." Story of Moses in the Quran. Among the prophets mutually revered by Islam and Judaism is the prominent figure of Moses or Musa, peace be upon him. A descendant of Joseph, also known as Yusuf, Moses played a definitive role in restoring freedom to the Israelites. While he encountered many victories, he also experienced hardships in his life. Muslims consider Torah to be a divine book along with holding Prophet Moses in high esteem. Muslims also consider the Torah to be a divine book. It was we who revealed the Torah to Moses, therein was guidance and light. By its standard have been judged the Jews, by the prophet who bowed, as in Islam, to God's will, by the rabbis and the doctors of law, for to them was entrusted the protection of God's book, and they were witnesses thereto. Therefore, fear not men, but fear me, and sell not my signs for a miserable price. According to Jewish tradition, the Torah was revealed to Moses by God. While the original Torah is no longer extant, great care has been taken in preserving the remaining manuscripts of the Torah by the Jewish people. These date back centuries to a time quite close to Moses' time. Even though the Jewish scholars deem these manuscripts to be essentially the text which was revealed to Moses, Muslims do not believe that this Torah is the one originally given to Moses. Furthermore, Muslims believe that the Quran supersedes the Torah since the Quran is the final revelation of God. As such, it is the definitive guide and law. Comparisons of Islamic and Judaic rules of behavior. Early and classic Muslim commentators discuss the belief that the Israelites broke the covenant made at Sinai, and conjecture what the tablets were made of, but in the end, to Muslims, it doesn't matter what was written on those tablets, because the Quran is the perfect iteration of divine law. The Quran's commandments are found in, and although they are not completely in concordance with the Jewish Ten Commandments, there are some parallels. Islam does not accept the absolute authority of the Bible, teaching that it has become corrupted over the years, and therefore it does not accept the authority of the listing of the Ten Commandments that appears in the Bible. Islam does, however, accept the status of both Moses and Jesus as prophets, which means that the commandments are not completely ignored, either. When Muhammad and the Islamic scholars carved out their piece of the Abrahamic religions, they argued that Islam was not a repudiation of Christianity or Judaism, but a reformation of those faiths. The Islamic reformation of the Abrahamic faith, they said, took it back to the authentic monotheism that both Christians and Jews had neglected over time. The Ten Commandments in the Quran. The Quran makes reference to the Ten Commandments twice. Quran Book 7 142-5 describes how Moses received the divine tablets, but doesn't describe what was on them. Thus, while Islam doesn't exactly have its own Ten Commandments, it does have its own versions of many of the basic prohibitions given in the Ten Commandments. Because they accept the Bible as an earlier revelation of God, they don't object to things like displays of the commandments in public spaces. At the same time, though, they aren't likely to see such displays as a religious duty or necessity because they don't accept the absolute authority of the Bible. These are the similarity in commandments in Islam and Christianity. Islam say, "Come, I will recite what God has made as sacred duty for you, ascribe nothing as equal with God." Christianity say, "You shall have no other gods before or besides me. You shall not make for yourself a carved image and bow down to them or serve them." Islam say, "Be good to your parents." Christianity say, "Honor your father and your mother." Islam say, "You shall not kill your children on a plea of want, we provide sustenance for you and for them." Christianity say, "Beloved, let us love one another." Islam say, "You shall not approach lewd behavior whether open or in secret." Christianity say, "You shall not commit adultery." Islam say, "You shall not take life, which God has made sacred, except by way of justice and law. Thus does God command you, that you may learn wisdom." Christianity say, "You shall not kill." Islam say, "And you shall not approach the property of the orphan, except to improve it, until he attains the age of maturity." Christianity say, "Thou shalt not steal." You shall not covet your neighbor's wife, or his male servant, or his female servant, or his ox, or his ass, or anything that is your neighbor's. Islam say, "Give full measure and weight, in justice, no burden should be placed on any soul but that which it can bear." Christianity say, "Forgive other people when they sin against you, if anyone slaps you on the right cheek, turn to them the other cheek." Islam say, "Do not use God for personal benefit." Christianity say, "You shall not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain." Regardless of religions and other beliefs, we are all the same. Blood, bones and souls. We must love each other regardless of the skin color and religion. The devil did not tempt Adam and Eve to steal, to lie, to kill, to commit adultery. He tempted them to live independent of God.
The sun comes up, it's a new day for voices in my mind that say I'm not enough. Every single lie that tells me I will never measure up. Am I more than just the sum of every high and every low? Remind me once again just who I am, because I need to know. Whoa, you say I am loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I am strong when I think I am weak. You say I am held when I am falling short, and when I don't belong, oh, you say I am yours. And I believe, oh, I believe what you say of me. The only thing that matters now is everything you think of me. In you I find my worth, in you I find my identity. Oh, you say I am loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I am strong when I think I am weak. And you say I am held when I am falling short, and when I don't belong, oh, you say I am yours. And I believe, oh, I believe what you say of me. Taking all I have and now I'm laying it at your feet.